to put in our gas, replace our gas cooktop, which was a Gen Air. It's a downdraft, and they're kind of far and few. The Gen Air, you can't find them very well. But I went to Standard and TV and Appliances, where we've purchased 4 or 5 homes in the last 30, 40 years. And I always made them a place where I bought everything. TVs, dishwashers. I purchased 5, 6 dishwashers from them. I've purchased 7 or 8 sets of washers and dryers. I know they're a little bit expensive, but I trusted them because they seem to be honest, and I like sticking with just one. And we had trouble with the dryer making noise, so they sent somebody out. It was an easy fix. And then the washing machine quit, so we had to buy a new washer, but they were red. And I had these pedestals. So I got electric locks in here, and this is in our main house. And I got a new set, brand new set for the garage, which is for the guest house. This is the guest house side entrance from the garage. It has its own private entrance. But I purchased this. Anyway, then we had the red ones out here, and one of the kids was new. He jumped on top of here because he had forgotten to do something. Anyway, he stood on the dryer and he caved it in at least 2 inches. And he started crying. He was so upset. And he said he was going to get fired because he was a new hire. I felt really sad for him, and I says, well, I'll make sure it... So I didn't tell him the whole story, how the kid had jumped on there and had dented that. I just said, I don't know what, I forget what I told him. But I kept it as is, because there was no way to get another cherry red. I loved it. Washer and dryer. So I felt bad, so I let that go. And then this is our guest house. We have a new refrigerator in there. We got a side-by-side refrigerator, which is a nice big one. We bought a new Bosch dishwasher. Let's see, what else? This is just a mess. Anyway, a new refrigerator for out here and a chest freezer. These are just some of the things I've purchased, just a few. And then TVs, beds, and then I bought a FICO washer, and it sat in a box for a year because my husband's cancer came back, and when they opened it, it was dented from here to here. It was a 4-inch dent, and it went in ½ an inch. And the installer said, "Ha ha ha, I know that wasn't your fault. That was packaged that way, and I will make note of it and get you a refund." Well, because of my husband's cancer returning, and then COVID hit. And I had spinal fusion surgery, so we were just very ill. Oh, and I bought this horrible this horrible, worst ever refrigerator. Oh, and then we have another freezer out in the garage, or in the building shop down below. Because I help with food distribution for people. And they were spreading dust everywhere. I think you saw the pictures. Anyway, I asked my sister who lives in our guest house at this time. She says, "Thank you for your photos. While there is undoubtedly some granite dust in the vicinity of your kitchen, several of your photos have what appears to be animal hair on the surface. No, our cats do not get up on the countertops. They stay on the floor. They know better than that. And our cats are groomed on a regular basis, and we have rag dolls. Their hair is like rabbit hair. It doesn't shed like a normal animal. Anyway, I watched billowing dust go all into my living room here, and I thought I was getting a video of it. I don't know where the video is, but I was just shocked. My sister and a housekeeper came and helped me clean the house from top to bottom. Every square inch was dusted because my sister was coming that I haven't seen for a long time. Well, I had some clothes for her, and I had put uh, this. This was all clean, and she was really loving getting some new clothes. My sister's wealthy. She's not poor. She's a University of Oregon professor, tenure. Anyway, flashlight handy. Okay, I'm sorry. Is it in the drawer? Okay. Anyway, um, my housekeeper had taken this whole thing apart and she dusted it. She dusted these lamp shades and everything. We'd even talked about, how are we going to do this? And I told her, well, so anyway, so I want you to see. Oh, no, you can't see it. Hold on. I need to get a... So I'm basically being called a liar and that they're not going to do anything about it. They said that there's no way that the dust came from here to here. You could see the dust billowing out of here and into here. And I don't have a screen there or a screen door there. I don't have any windows to open. And he says, well, can we open some windows? And I said, okay. So the windows started ice cold air, and you could see the dust just flying across. And I had just... This guitar was covered with dust, and I had just cleaned it because I was giving it away to the music teacher at the school who teaches guitar and it was just covered with the granite dust, which is silica, and that is dangerous stuff. But my piano was dusted, pristine, clean. It takes a certain, it's an ebony, shiny ebony. I had this fallboard or open, and if you look down in here, you will see some lights. There's electronic stuff in here. It's a Boston Steinway. It's it's a cut above, a regular. I'm trying to get it through. I'll show you. Anyway, there's lights down in here. There's electronics in here, and that's not good for the, yeah, see? And then there was dust all in here. These strings will get damaged from silica because it's caustic. But I put most of, I cleaned most of it off, but still there's some parts that I haven't cleaned. You can see that. Anyway, if it was sunnier and more light, I'll show you. But it was just covered with the silica dust, and he told me no way that it didn't come in there. And I said, well, you should have isolated the room that you're cutting on. And I says, that's what my builder does. And he says, well, then why didn't you call him and have him do it? What a snarky. He was a fat, I don't want to fat shame him, but he looked like a lazy pig. Lazy as he come. He just stood there behind while the other guy was working hard. Anyway, I am just, oh, well, anyway, you can see, and I'll show you where, I wish I could turn on the, how do I turn on the light? I wanted to get the light on this. I wiped most of this off, but this was clean, pristine clean, because my sister, see, my sister was coming. She'd never been here. And this was laying here because this is a family book with my husband's family. It's a story about my husband's family. But you can see the outline of where stuff was. See that? That's silica dust. And now that dust is all in my duct system. And I am having breathing issues. I have asthma. I have allergies. I have allergies like crazy. But this was just cleaned. See? Yeah, that, I can take that to a lab. I think I will. And have them show that it is silica dust. Yeah, I'm going to do that. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But let me get the, I am just beyond upset. Oh, yeah. And my sister had dusted this because she wanted to show, look at this. She wanted to show off my house and her house. My sister's living in our guest house right now. And look at this. These were cleaned. Look at that. That's the silica dust. This, that. Imagine having this all over your entire house and being told that your stories don't add up. What pissed me off is my sister came in because I was crying. And I says, Bobby, go see what they did. And right in front of them, she says, oh, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Well, guess what? I am sick of this snarky comments all the time. And I am not happy. And she told me to cut my hair. She's always telling me to cut my hair, that I'm too old to have long hair, that older women shouldn't have long hair. And then I had asked her she said she was going to get her hair done, and she couldn't afford it. And she says, well, I guess I'll have to get box hair done. And I said, no, I'll help you. And then I have a gal at church. She has a salon. But my sister thinks she's goofy looking because her hair is down to her knees. And she thinks that she's hillbilly. Hold on, I don't want to show sensitive stuff. Yeah, so they heard my sister say that I was making a mountain out of a molehill. And that's the curse that they're dying on. That I made a mountain out of a molehill. That there was just a little bit of dust. You saw the picture. Look at the videos. It is half an inch thick of dust that was all over this, all over here. It was on top of this because this was clean. And then I showed where I put my finger across here. I'm going to get a lawyer, but this door was closed. These doors were closed. And I had laid this dress here because it needs repair. But this was clean. Okay, now I want you to see where, see the dust. I put my fingers through it. But this was clean. Look at that. She took this outside and washed it. So there's no way this dust was from the other day. So I don't know what to do. And now I'm having kind of an asthma flare. I called my doctor and he's aware. He doesn't think this is good. Look. Okay. I do have fuzzy animal hair sometimes once in a while flying around, but look at this. I don't know what to do. Boggers. Kitty, kitty, kitty. See, a ragdoll's fur is different. It's not like a regular cat. They don't have, and their fur is, these guys are groomed constantly. But, what you got there, huh? But he doesn't have any clumps of hair or knots or anything because they're groomed on a regular basis, brushed all the time. Now, I will say that the Chihuahua and the Lab, Mary Jane is Pit and Lab. Come on, Mary Jane, get in your, come on, come up. So, anyway, this was covered. I've already vacuumed up a bunch, as much as I could. But what do you guys think I should do? Hi, Boggers. Boggers, this whole house needs to be vacuumed. Oh, look. Yeah, look. This. Look at this. Look at that. This was clean because Shalene asked me how to clean it, and she took Windex and cleaned this. Look at this. That is silica. Fine. But I told them, I said, you guys should have, yeah, look at this. This is the silica dust. I'll spend a couple $100 proving it that it's silica dust. Yeah, look at that. And then, yeah, look at that. Like I said, everything was gone over with a fine tooth comb. Now this has got dust all over it too. But this is old. Hopefully it didn't do any damage. But Portland Piano is aware of what happened to my piano. They need to pick it up and have it professionally cleaned. And that is $700 just to have, because it takes 3 men to pick it up and 3 men to bring it back. Look at that. See? So, and I don't know how much it costs to clean a couple $1,000. Like I said, my piano is my pride and joy. It is not cheap. It's a Boston Steinway. It's 6 feet. Look it up. And it has a player system in it, stop rail, and some other added features, recording, so it can play off the internet. I cleaned the guitar up, but I showed a little bit of the dust. I should have left it. But look at the dust. My sister said that I am making a mountain out of a molehill. Well, guess what? She says she can't understand why I could live so far out, that my husband was feeble, that he shouldn't be driving. What do you think of that? What a brat, huh? What a brat you are. Yeah, you are a brat. Anyway, I am not happy. I went to bed crying last night. I went to bed at 7. Because my sister is just constantly... She says, well, you're just overly sensitive. And then she's always asking me what kind of medications I take, how often, do I run out, does Larry take care of my meds? She's a psychologist. She works with the mentally ill, chronic mentally ill. And there's a reason people go into psychology. Look at it. Yeah, see this? Yeah. That's the silica dust. I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill. But anyway, she can't stay here because she just has to go into town every day. She goes in, and it's at least 15-20 minute drive to get to the main part of town. If there's no traffic, sometimes it takes 45 minutes. And anyway, later on, what I'll do is hey, go on. I'll go down here and I'll show you the Christmas tree harvesting. They're harvesting the trees right now. Does that sound interesting? Hear the helicopter? Max, what are you doing, Max? Max absolutely loves Larry. It'd be cold. Hear the helicopter? Oh yeah, my carpets are filthy. Covered with that fine dust, and there was little pieces of glass from the granite, that was shards of granite left on the carpet. And I cut my foot right there. It bled just a little bit, but thank God it didn't cut any deeper, because that could have been a bad ordeal for me. Anyway, I am not happy. Okay, see the helicopter? Let's see. You can hear it. Gosh darn it. There, right in the middle. Anyway, thank you for listening to me whine. God bless you. Oh, and sister's Jefferson is on the other side of that mountain. You can barely see where it is. You have to know what you're looking for. Hi, Max. Anyway, thank you for listening to my whine. Please give me a thumbs up. Whine! Subscribe to my channel. I don't try to be negative all the time, but I'm really unhappy right now, and there's good reason. Anyway, my husband is very, very upset because of the constant upset, the constant negative, and then saying that my husband's too feeble. She even said that my husband told her that he wanted to go into a care facility. And she's always saying that we need to move in close, that this is too much for us and we can't take care of it, which is true, but we have the resources to hire out. So, and I don't want to live in town. I want to live here until the day I die because it's beautiful here. It's just gorgeous. And we used to have deer until the neighbors' dogs ran them all off. And if I took my drone up 100 feet, you'd be able to see Mount Hood. It's gorgeous. Mount Hood is covered because of the trees. So, anyway, this is how they harvest Christmas trees. Is they put them in bundles, they load it up. Right now, there's a helicopter right there, right in the middle. And what's taking a bundle of probably about 10 Christmas trees that are in a bundle. They pick it up and they put it on a flatbed. See this tree right here in this middle? This one right. This tree right here. I'm going to go down there. So subscribe to my channel and I'm going to go down there and watch them. That'd be fun. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rant. If you have any suggestions, I am going to call an attorney. My son went to high school with a business attorney, and he told me, hey, anytime you need help, call me. So I'm going to call him. God bless. Thank you for listening to my whine. And look at the videos of the dust. Oh my gosh. You would not believe it. Well, hold on. I don't know how to put my YouTube channel onto my new iPhone. Not Mac phone, my Apple Mac. Nobody else knows how either. Look at those potatoes. We spent several $100s trying to grow potatoes. Yeah, we really, really did well. Huh, Max? You just can't. Mary Jane. I did not name her Mary Jane. Anyway, oh, what a stinker. I'll show you those. This is epic. Hold on. Where are my pictures? Camera. Camera. Does anybody know how to put YouTube on Apple? Oh, I did my tables. I'm doing a Christmas walkthrough. This is fall. This is the pieces of granite. There were more, and there was some nails too. And one of them dug into my foot because I was barefoot. I had a sock on one foot. Yeah, look. That's the dust. Mountain out of molehill? What do you think? Is that a mountain out of a molehill? Huh? I don't think so. I told my sister she was a nasty. Starts with a B. Sounds like itch. Look at, this is my new air fryer. I've used it maybe 4 or 5 times. This is my KitchenAid. I swiped the top. You can see how much dust was on it. The dust was everywhere. Yeah. Dog hair. Uh-huh. And she said that and yeah, see, you can see the guitar is just covered with dust. Look at that. I didn't think about my piano. I just was just so shocked that they didn't take care enough. I says, you should have isolated the room. They needed to put plastic right there and run a piece of plastic around that area and cover stuff up. And I told him, you need to cover stuff up. I says, because you might have somebody that is just really nasty. I says, I'm a very forgiving person, but what you guys did was pretty bad. Look at that. Look at this. And this was clean. Anyway, what a mess. Yeah, look at this on the floor. See those pieces of granite? Mountain out of a molehill, uh-huh. Well, she can go find another molehill to live on. She said that she's got plenty of places to go. And she was walking down our street, and we have a neighbor down there that is just as crazy as they come. And he flips on you. He came down here and for 22 minutes yelled and called me every name in the book, believing that I was doing something or spying on him. And she's walking down there with her dog, and then his dogs came at her. And now she says, oh, it's okay, I got my mace. I says, please don't walk down there, Bobby. Why not? I'm a big girl. I got my mace. I says, if you cause a problem, we're going to end up losing our home. We're going to have to move. Well, she keeps going down there. And then I told her no hot tub, no using the hot tub because she has some serious health issues, dizziness, and balance problems. She told me that because she said her doctor thought that she had some kind of brain issue. And I said, no using the hot tub when you're by yourself. Well, the next day, she was there in the hot tub all by herself. And I said, Bobby, no, I don't have a problem. What is wrong? I mean, oh my God. Anyway, this is not good. And I have good reason to upset. Now, this is all clean because Shalene was here and she spent 6 hours, $40 an hour, cleaning up. And this is all clean again. This was clean, like brand new. Yeah. Yeah. Mountain out of a molehill. Oh yeah, still needs... But anyway, my construction guy and then Angela Critter's husband is a contractor. He says, no, no, no. They need to have isolated with plastic just that one area where they had a shop vac and the vac was blowing dust. It did, because it was so fine particles, and there was something wrong with their bag. I'd like to compensate that dust back. Anyway, it is bad. I don't know what to do. Larry is upset. He doesn't want a lawsuit. He says it's too much stress. Yeah, it is. But I'm not going to let them get away with it. They did me wrong. Anyway, God bless you. Thank you for listening to me. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And I'm going to go to the urgent care and have a breathing um, because that stuff is in my lungs. Bye bye. Thank you. God bless you.